All right, here we are, everyone. Culture Cauldron, episode 5 with the incredible BRI.
Thank you.
And here we are at the laundromat. We've done all of our Sunday cleaning. The clothes are drying right now.
Yes, they
The
have.
songs have been sung.
Yes, they have.
And we are here.
Yes, we are.
Waiting for our laundry to be done.
Yeah.
But so happy that you did a session with us.
Thank you for having me.
We had, of course, an original today as well as a cover. And I would love to hear about like what your mentality was in picking the songs that you did today.
And picking the songs, well, I kind of wanted a mixture between kind of like fun and then also emotional / just like has meaning behind it. I feel like all of the songs I perform, like if it doesn't have a meaning behind it or story or purpose and it pertains to myself, then like what's the point in singing it? So that's why like when I chose Time, it's been a song I've been singing for a while now, but like especially recently it's been meaning a lot and just like valuing the time that you have with maybe somebody or something. And then for Mr. Say So, kind of just the same vibe, like yeah, men can be trash sometimes, or anybody can be trash. So
it's true.
Yeah,
it's true. Anyone can be trash.
Anyone can.
And then you just put them in the wash, and that's over.
I mean, yeah.
But I would love to talk about what you've been up to. I mean, this has been like a really great semester for you, like really launching your kind of music performance career here at Syracuse and like doing a lot of live shows. And I would love if you could just kind of talk about maybe some of your highlights from the semester so far and what you're looking forward to.
Yeah, so I started out performing at the Garden and I did a So Far show. Then I kind of took a break because I was in quarantine, sadly. And then I kind of just like got back out there and I was doing shows kind of like every other week or performing at least every other week. And I also have been just like trying to write more, trying to record more as well. And then I also was given the opportunity to have my own show in Shine Underground on December 3rd. I really wanted to promote the voices of underrepresented people of color on campus in terms of like artists. And so I'm going to be having a 2-hour show. It's from 8 to 10 p.m. And it's going to be featuring Anita Frazier, Shakira Santos, and myself.
Oh my gosh.
As well as there's going to be entrepreneurs tabling, entrepreneurs of color that own their own business. So I'm really excited for that. I think that it's just so pertinent to kind of uphold that sense of community within people of color on campus, especially when there's like, you're at a PWI, so there's not even that many of us.
Right.
And so that's kind of just been my goal to kind of get that face out there that may look like just a few other people as opposed to kind of like what's just been static for the time being.
Yeah, and you said December 3rd, correct?
Yes.
All right, so people should mark that off.
Yes,
then.
they should.
And that's a stacked lineup too, so
Yes.
very, very exciting for that. And I mean, and anytime I've seen you live, like there are definitely people that are there because you're there. Like they are not going for any other reason other than the fact that you're performing because your sense of like building a community has extended that into your fan base. So when you're kind of thinking about like doing these shows and like the people, like you're doing them for people, of course. So what are you thinking? Like what is the takeaway that you want them to have after they see you perform or hear you perform?
I think that just goes back to your first question of asking me kind of about like, why did you choose the songs? Like, what is the message? I think that as a performer, as an artist, you're not essentially talking, you're performing, right? So in what you do, there should be a purpose behind it. And so going into that and kind of just like, what songs am I picking up? I'm very much like meticulous with like how I organize my sets and what songs I put in my sets and kind of like how I'm feeling for that week. So if I'm feeling in kind of like a hate man vibe, then I will stack it with all of those types of songs.
Right.
If I'm kind of feeling more like emotional, I'll add a few like ballads in there, or kind of just a fun vibe, I'll add like my upbeat tunes. But I kind of just go into it with just the idea and thought of kind of like bringing everyone together through this commonality of like loving music. And yeah, I also just like love performing. So
yeah, and you're obviously super, super good at it. I
Thanks.
mean, there are few people that I have had the pleasure to know personally that can do what you do with your voice, and it really is so expressive. It does leave people feeling different than before they heard you, and that's such a special experience to have.
Thank you.
But I would love for people to be able to find you. So where is the best place right now for people to kind of find you and stay up to date with what you're doing?
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at Brief in the Block with a 4 instead of an F because I thought I was being quirky.
And that's a 4.
Yes, a 4. And then also just kind of like stay up to date on that, and I'll be having a mailing list going out soon and hopefully music on streaming platforms.
Yeah. Well, you better, because we can't just have these on Instagram. Like, we need to be able to have our little main character moments with like headphones and looking out the window, listening to you do what you're so freaking great at.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.